This is a message from Yaroslava. Hello, Lord, what's on your heart? Jesus began. Love has many waves and currents, and each one is carried away differently, depending on the situation. Some on the shore are afraid to swim further, afraid of the storms. Others swim but then return. Others strive to swim despite the dangers ahead. Yes, I want each person to plunge into the storm of my heart, full of love for them. Each one only needs to choose a small current that will lead them on the right course. Where this current increases, leading people into the storm of my love, which grabs a person as a victim and drags him into the depths of my heart. He continued, My love, do not be afraid of the storm of my love. Only there you'll find joy and love. Find peace for your heart, where your soul will rejoice. Oh, my daughter, I love you so much. My love has no boundaries, and I attract people to me with this love, making it clear that there's no fear of drowning in the storm of my love that engulfs them and drowns them in my endless ocean of love. There's nothing stronger than love. Oh, children, how else can I show you my love, so that you run to me? Why do you run from my love? It is better to run not from me, but to me, to my heart, to the source. Children, I'm at the door, but everyone does not make efforts to know me and my love. Some are focused on the news of my imminent arrival. Some are absorbed in unnecessary matters that do not relate to me. I'm not talking about your job that allows you to earn your bread. No, I'm talking about the time that you have left. Do you come to me? Do you get absorbed in news and worldly routine that takes you away from me? Children, even when you think of me, just for a minute, think of my deeds, both on earth and in heaven. Try to understand the reasons why I acted this way, what God's work was. Without realizing it, you are so immersed in my contemplation. I'm so happy with you. I'm so happy as I say, oh heaven's joy, my child is thinking about me. Oh look, my child is thinking about my deeds. You cannot imagine how it affects me that even your simple thinking about me, it brings me such great joy. Beloved, share a couple of your trips that help you find my flow when you are in difficult situations, or when it seems that there's chaos around you and you cannot find my thread that leads to me. How do you find it? And here Yaroslava begins explaining. Well, guys, there are situations where I can't focus on the Lord, where I can't find a little flow that will lead me to the Lord. So I sit down and try to stop the chaos in my head and begin to meditate on the Lord. I just sit down and remember some passages from the Bible, from a movie about the life of Christ, or a situation from a Christian book, or events that were associated with the miracle. Or I meditate on a picture of Christ, but I act as the Holy Spirit leads me. He himself chooses a scene I need for reflection. I begin to meditate thinking, wow, what a wonderful passage from the book. Why did Jesus do this? Then there were some reasons for it, etc. Look, when you start to reflect, you yourself, without noticing it, plunges into contemplation. And during contemplation, you're already immersed in the love of Christ, knowing his infinite depths, which allow you to realize and know the Lord in a deeper understanding, as if an endless horizon is open before you, where the endless wonderful world of Christ can open before you, in which you both know him and learn to know him more deeply than just superficial knowledge. I'll say from my own experience that this works. When you come to your consciousness, you notice that every room of your heart is transformed. And the more you come to the Lord looking for this flow, then you yourself will notice how the current will carry you away into the storm of God's love, where he will swallow you into his endless ocean of love. The more your heart will expand to love and know the Lord more deeply, and the more yourself will change. Likewise, in contemplation, you meet the Lord as he himself reveals himself to you and speaks to you. Jesus responded, You see, my children, there's nothing complicated. You just need to take the first steps towards me, and I'll do the rest myself. You only need to enter and find a small flow, and I'll increase the stream. You yourself won't even realize how I already will immerse you into my heart. You only need a small step of faith, and this will be enough for me to carry you to my endless depths. I bless you, my children. Seek my stream with faith, and I'll do the rest. And that was the end of Jesus' message.